Good morning. Tiny Jewel Box has been a fixture in D.C. for more than 80 years. The store offers shoppers truly unique treasures and unmatched personal service. And now customers have the chance to save up to 15% at the upcoming D.C. bridal event. Here to tell us more about the show is Tiny Jewel Box President Matt Rosenheim. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. It's great to be with you.
It's great to see you. You know I love your store. You guys have been around for over 80 years. That's 80 years.
That's true.
Let's talk about the history of your store. Where did it all start?
So Tiny Jewel Box was founded by my grandmother and grandfather, Monty and Roz Rosenheim, in 1930. And their original store was at 1327 and a half G Street. And the store was so small that it has a tar roof and it was an alleyway between two buildings. And my grandfather paid $20 a month to the landlord of one building and $20 a month to the landlord of the other. So when we started, you know, our name was very, very literal, Tiny Jewel Box. If you stretched both your arms out, you could touch both walls of the building.
Wow, that's very, very tiny. And then from there?
From there, in 1958, we moved on to Connecticut Avenue. Today, we happen to be the oldest retailer on Connecticut Avenue, the oldest business, I believe. So the store evolved over time. And originally, we were just selling antique and estate jewelry. But over the years, we got into lots of different categories. Today, we have a beautiful bridal and diamond business. We have a designer jewelry business. We have an entire Swiss watch boutique. We do full custom design, so if you have a dream about something that you want, we can bring it to life for you.
I love it.
And then on the 6th floor of our building, we have an entire showroom for business clients.
Very, very good.
Hotels, trade associations, law firms, the federal government, and we take care of all of their gift-giving needs. So we've come a long way from our start on G Street. Now we have a 7-story building on Connecticut Avenue with 4 floors of shopping.
Amazing shopping, which I can attest to. I absolutely love your store. Now, before we go any further, I know your dad recently got an award. Let's go to the clip.
Sure.
I would say in a nutshell that we have been able to make jewelry that has satisfied him, which is not easy. And the amount of sales that have been produced sometimes are extraordinary, but Jim's attitude is kind of like, you can do better. Come on, Yerman, you can do better.
Wow, was that David Yerman?
That was David Yerman, who is one of the
goodness.
really iconic jewelry designers in the United States. My father happened to be one of David's first customers ever. So we've been friends with David for over 40 years.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, I'm not.
And so that award was for?
So that was an award that was given at the Couture Jewelry Show. My father was the recipient of the Human Spirit Award, which is really a lifetime achievement award honoring my father Jim's contribution to the jewelry industry. So that was
nice.
In Las Vegas this past May.
Oh, I love it. You know, the thing is, I love when I'm in your store and you guys really treat it like it's a family atmosphere and you're referring to your customers as if they're old friends, you remember everybody's name. That says a lot just in terms of the quality of what you guys are bringing as it relates to service and the product.
Sure. I think the key to our success over the years, in addition to having a really wonderful array of merchandise, it's kind of how you treat the clients and also how you treat the staff.
All right, let's talk about these new clients that I'm sure are going to be clamoring coming to your store. You've got this bridal event coming up.
We do. We have a big bridal event. It's our 2nd annual, and it starts tomorrow, Thursday, and runs Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And it is really one of the biggest events of the year at Tiny Jewel Box. And what we do is we bring in wonderful artists and designers themselves who unveil new creations. And we have an amazing array of vintage rings, contemporary rings, classic rings, wedding bands. It's a selection that you're really only going to be able to see during these 3 days. And in addition to that, there's special savings.
I like that. Now,
Absolutely.
All right, I'm hoping you can tell me about a special savings. I've been eyeing this ring since you got here. Tell me the story about this ring.
Well, most people would say you can't go wrong with a big diamond. And
I'm one of those.
And that is a 6 1/4 carat center diamond. It's a cushion cut done with an artisan pave. It's a beautiful, beautiful, very special.
If someone were to, oh, it fits perfectly. Would you look at that? It's a sign. If someone were to see this right now and decide I'm their soulmate, how much would they have to spend to buy this ring?
That one's going to be a little north of $250,000.
Okay, mere drop in the bucket. Okay, what else you got?
That being said,
all right. All right, soulmate, don't give up. Whoever you are, just
I'm with
dig
you.
deep. All right, so what do we have here? How much
This
is that?
is a very unusual yellow diamond ring. Yellow diamonds are very popular. They're very unusual. They're very rare. This is a 3-carat radiant cut yellow diamond surrounded by a halo of white diamonds.
You know what, the intricacy there, you've got diamonds all over the place.
It's a beautiful job of setting, beautiful decorative mounting, very special and unique.
Now this was designed, all of these designed at Tiny Jewel Box?
These were. We actually do a lot of our own design work. We have a full custom design part of our business, a whole team that works to create original things. Anything that you can imagine, we can kind of bring it to life.
This is my favorite part of the day, just trying on these rings.
That is a
Tell me about this
beautiful
one.
classic 3-stone ring with a center. Emerald cuts are very classic, elegant, they never go out of style, and this is a good example of kind of those timeless things that we do. And again, we cover a lot of bases in terms of style at the store.
Very nice. Tell me a little bit more about your bridal event. What are you expecting? How many people are you expecting?
We're expecting a pretty big crowd because everyone knows that this is a once a year opportunity. So we bring people in over 3 days. We have some nice little treats, ship a little champagne, look at beautiful rings.
I love it.
But the selection is amazing. And really in every style. So it's not like the store just does vintage or just does contemporary.
Love
We
it.
kind of cover all
Something
bases.
for everybody.
So if you're in the market for an engagement ring or a wedding band, my advice would be definitely come to Tiny Jewel Box
Come
this
to
weekend.
Tiny Jewel Box, actually, or even if you want something just for yourself. TinyJewelbox.com.